the innovation solution to higher yielding energy crops. Samuel Shine invented the Samco 3-in-1 machine in 1996. The machine was developed to guarantee local farmers a crop of quality forage maize in a cool, less than favourable climate for maize corn growing. With innovative design principles and quality parts, the Samco machine has proven its ability to work all over the world in a variety of climatic conditions. It is with this experience and knowledge that the Samco machine and system is at the forefront of modern farming techniques. The Samco system involves the use of a 3-in-1 machine that sows maize corn seed while spraying a pre-emergence herbicide on the soil to control weeds inside and outside the film. The machine also lays a thin layer of degradable mulch film over the soil at the time of sowing, which increases soil and air temperature, thus protecting the young seedling from adverse weather conditions and late frosts. The machine forms a seed channel under the film, creating an ideal microclimate for the seed to germinate and develop. The Samco system can be used in a range of climatic conditions, depending on the user's requirements. There are 3 machine sizes available: 2-row, 4-row and 6-row. The 2-row machine is generally sold to sweet corn growers and small farmers. It has an output of 5 hectares per day. The 4-row is sold to contractors and large farmers sowing 10 hectares per day or up to 150 hectares or more per season. The 6-row machine can sow 20 hectares per day and is a suitable machine for large area contractors and farmers. The system allows for a later maturing, higher yielding maize variety to be sown earlier than normal. Extensive trials have shown that pioneer varieties H20, F58, Benicia, M20, D60, Justina and K13 have performed exceptionally well under the Samco system, depending on location and customer requirement. Samco has spent considerable time and money in the design of their pinhole plastic used in the system. Samco has spent many years testing numerous types of polymer formulations, both in the field and also in the laboratory. The product is designed to ensure it is strong enough to lay on the soil while being weak enough to allow the plant break through at the correct growth stage. It is also tested for its degradation abilities and its environmental impact. As a result, Samco have developed a plastic that is suitable for many soil types and climatic conditions. The Samco patented pinhole pattern has 3 functions. 1. At the time of laying down the film, the pinholes allow trapped air under the film to escape, keeping the film tight to the soil. 2. During the first 6 weeks of plant growth, the pinholes allow high temperatures out on warm days and keep the plants in an ambient environment for maximum growth. And 3. In later sown crops, the pinholes weaken the film, allowing the plant easy access through the film while maintaining soil temperature. The Samco mulch film is formulated with the latest ingredients in polymer design and film degradation. 90% of plastic will degrade in the first season, and the plastic buried in the soil will totally degrade within 2 years. Many field trials have been carried out by Samco and independent institutes, testing maize varieties, plastic formulation types, and weed control for the Samco system. Samco manufactures and supplies the Samco 3-in-1 machines and a range of degradable plastic films for customers growing forage maize, ground ear maize, grain maize and sweet corn. Forage maize. In less favourable sites, where average temperatures are low for maize cultivation, the system can increase accumulated temperature units by an extra 300 heat units, which allows the customer to grow a successful crop of forage maize. The Samco system allows earlier sowing of the crop, earlier harvesting, and it increases yield of forage and starch per hectare with the recommended varieties. Ground ear maize. The Samco system enables growers to harvest maize crops for ground ear maize. Ground ear maize is forage produced by ensiling the chopped maize ear and is harvested using a cob stripper header mounted on a forage harvester. A high grain yield and good grain maturity are normally required for the successful production of GEM, and the Samco system has been shown to enable growers to achieve both. Moist grain maize, crimped corn. In more favourable sites, the Samco system can be used to grow moist grain maize corn. Moist grain maize is similar to ground ear maize, but the ear is more mature and the harvesting takes place with a stripper header fitted to the combine harvester. The stripper header pulls down the plant, the cob continues on into the combine where the maize grains are removed. The centre husk and leaves continue out through the combine. The moist grain is then brought to the storage area where it is treated with an additive, crimped and ensiled. Grain maize. In good maize corn growing climates, the Samco system allows earlier sowing with higher yielding varieties. Sowing starts at the end of March or early April. This extra growing time ensures that the crop is well established for the growing season. When the growing season is complete, the crop has plenty of time to transfer all the sugar from the plant into the grain before the autumn frost begins. The Samco system allows the grower to sow 3 weeks earlier, which spreads the workload in the spring. This one-pass operation drills seed, sprays herbicide and lays mulch film. Earlier sowing and earlier harvesting allows sowing of the following crop and reduces the risk of soil compaction. Using the Samco 3-in-1 system means less crop lodging due to stronger root development. And the system ensures high-yielding, earlier harvesting, energy-rich crops. Samco system, the innovative solution to